Most people have absolutely no idea that you can potentially make money from a legal claim without being the claimant or the lawyer. That's because behind many major legal disputes sits a world that most people never see. A world involving private capital, insurers, barristers, expert witnesses, and highly structured due diligence processes. It's called litigation funding. It might be a good idea to subscribe to this because as we go through this series, I'll be breaking down this world properly because honestly, the deeper I go into it, the more fascinating it will become, and there's a lot to explore along the way. This video is really the starting point, the beginning of a series based around the book Private Capital in Litigation Funding, focused on litigation funding, professional negligence claims, risk, governance, settlement strategy, and the commercial reality behind modern litigation. Now, before reading this, I think a lot of people would assume that litigation funding is basically gambling on legal claims. But one of the biggest takeaways from the book is that the professional side of this industry is actually built around discipline. Not hype, not speculation, discipline. The book explains how claims are assessed before funding is ever committed. You've got solicitors carrying out internal risk reviews, barristers providing legal opinions, there are insurers underwriting adverse cost risk, you've got expert witnesses analysing technical evidence, and then funders conducting their own independent due diligence before any capital is deployed. And something else the book is very honest about is this. Capital can be lost. Litigation funding is non-recourse, which means if a claim fails, the funder can lose the money committed to the case. That's why this industry revolves around structure, process, and risk management. What I also found really interesting was the extent to which modern litigation is actually driven by commercial pressure. The book goes deep into why most strong claims settle before trial, how defendants and insurers assess their exposure, why well-funded claimants are treated differently, and how legal disputes often become strategic financial calculations behind the scenes. So throughout this video series, I'm going to be unpacking all of this properly. How litigation funding works, how risk is assessed, why certain claims get funded and others don't, how settlement negotiations really happen, and why this industry has grown so significantly around the world. If that sounds interesting to you, then there'll be a link to this incredible book in the description, along with a link to the website where you can learn more about 3Pay Global and litigation funding generally. This is just the beginning. I'll see you in the next video.